So hi Virgos, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Your December 2019 general tarot reading. You have two other readings coming this month. You have January 2020 predictions and you have 2020, like the whole year prediction, month by month basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get into it, Virgo. Got my sage burning. Okay, the energy is right. I already pulled the cards. I am using the Mystic Mondays deck as well as the Work Your Light Oracle deck, where I pull the advice cards. Okay, so first we have the World card. 1 second. Make sure y'all can see me. We have the World card in reverse. See, the World card in reverse is about being in the final stretch of things. Your goals are right there. You can see them, but for some reason you can't quite get to them. It's like being in a race and at the very last minute you catch a Charlie horse. So it's a slight delay, but the finish line is right there. It's visible. You can see it. This card is a warning to not try to take any shortcuts because you'll run into unforeseen circumstances that could potentially affect you negatively. Oh, by the way, follow your intuition. We're going to get into that later. So anyway, so yeah, you're on the final stretch. You see the finish line and your challenge right now is to avoid taking any shortcuts to this goal. Do not take any shortcuts. Stick to the plan that you originally had or the plan that you created along the way. Also, some of you... This is me, being a Virgo moon. Taking shortcuts. Hanging up my backdrop to, avoid showing my teacher background. Just keep going. Ignore my ghetto background though. But this is me being a Virgo moon taking shortcuts. So anyway, so yeah, no shortcuts, and closure is definitely needed for some of you guys. Some of you guys are holding on to past relationships and it's just really toxic right now. Like you're holding on to these memories that no longer even matter. This card is reminding you to forgive and let go. Don't try to see past people's red flags. Do not try to... Yeah, the red flags are there for a reason, and don't try to see past them. Let the memories go. They're just memories, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but step 1 is knowing that you're doing it. Step 2 is doing the actions to stop doing it. So that's the World card in reverse. Next we have the Four of Swords in reverse, which is about being burnt out and exhausted. A lot of you guys are overdoing it. You're overworking. You're burning yourself out. You're ignoring. Anytime you ignore your intuition or your body's, like what your soul and your body is trying to tell you, you will reach exhaustion and you will become burnt out. So yeah, it says you're not listening to your body or your soul, and you're trying to accomplish everything at once. You're trying to take on all your goals at one time. You're trying to you're not trying to do those small steps. Again, stop trying to do the shortcuts and just take it one by one. You're trying to avoid failure. You're trying to avoid the challenges, but it's just creating more challenges for you. It's literally self-sabotage in a way. And you're becoming overwhelmed and ultimately exhausted. Some of you guys are overworking because you're afraid of silence. Like you're afraid to take a break. You're afraid to really sit back and listen to what your body, your soul, and your mind is trying to tell you. You're ignoring that right now, but you're creating more inner chaos. And you feel it, but you're trying your best to ignore it. Other people can see it though. Like, it's apparent in how you, it's apparent in your friendships, your relationships, and everything. This is not something like, you're not doing a good job at hiding this. Only person you're really hiding this from, and you're not even hiding from that person, is yourself. Next, we have the Death card in reverse, which is about some of you guys are being stubborn, you're resisting change, and you're choosing your comfort zones over where you really need to be in life. Some of you guys aren't being open-minded. You're not open-minded to new experiences, new places, new things, or new people. You're trying to stick to what you know, but ultimately what you know isn't working. So this card is a reminder to open up your mind, get out your comfort zone, because you do not grow in the comfort zone. And stop resisting change, because you're just making life harder for yourself. Life is all about change. There's two things in life that's constant. That's change and that's change. And that's Life Jennings. I ain't even say that. He said that. Next, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This card is about self-sabotage, dependency, and being materialistic. And it also suggests that you're meant to be doing way more than what you're doing, but because you're resisting change, you're going to be stuck in that cycle of doing something that you're not even meant to do. But you go ahead and do it if you want to, Virgo. I know you're hard-headed and you got to learn the hard way. I'm the same way. Well, not really. I don't like comfort. I will say that about me. But everything else, yes, I'm very stubborn. And ultimately, I do things that self-sabotage. It says something is in the way of you getting to where you need to be. This could be a job, or this could be a love relationship. Something is stopping you from getting to that finish line, from getting over these hurdles. It could be even yourself. It could be your own self-sabotaging, you're unwilling to change your mind. So yeah. Also, a lot of you guys have been wearing a mask lately, and maybe for a very long time, and this card is a clear mirror to let you know that people can see through this mask. You're not fooling anyone but yourself. Some of you guys want to be the best of the best, and you're just sitting around lying about your life and things you got going on, but you're lying to yourself. And you're denying yourself the chance to grow and get the things that you claim that you have. So you're suffering in silence because you're trying to keep up this image that you cannot keep up. But people can see through it, but they're going to let you, they like you either way. They know you don't got it like that, but they still like you either way, so there's no point in lying. And this is not all my Virgos, it's just some of them. This card has multiple meanings, and that was one of the meanings in the card. You're wearing a mask, people can see through it, but you want to stick to this image that you cannot maintain, which is causing you more hardship in a way, and internal suffering, because now you have to be alone about it. You can't even talk about it because y'all here lying. I'm sorry, Virgos. I love y'all. I'm one of y'all. Next, we have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. This card is about your dreams, and in a way you're living in la la land. You have these obscure beliefs and unrealistic beliefs about how you're going to get to your goals. You think it's just going to happen for you. It's not. You have to go and do it. Some of you guys are already doing this. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the ones who think that your goals are just going to come and be like, bow, we here for you. No, you got to go introduce yourself to your goals, okay? You're living in la la land, and you're trying to avoid the actions toward the big vision. Again, you're trying to take on everything at once, and that's just not realistic, okay? You have to make a tangible plan towards your goals. I know you probably hear this all the time, but it's very true. You have to have a plan. With everything, you need a plan. You need to be like, all right, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. You're gonna be moving, but you're not just gonna open up a business and be like, boom, I made $1 million overnight. Like, it's just not gonna happen. You have to do the work. Okay? A lot of you guys are overwhelmed and because you're overworking. And you're working hard, but you're not working smart. Okay? This card says, do the world a favor and show us what you're made of. Stop living in your head and come show us what you're made of, because we don't know what's going on up there. Don't think we do. Don't think that it's so many people out here in this world. Nobody's really paying attention to you if you're not putting yourself out there. And I'm not trying to like sound harsh or nothing like that, but nobody's really paying it. You're not the center. You're the center of your world. You're not the center of ours because you're not putting yourself out there. See, Beyonce, she's a Virgo. She put herself all the way out there, okay? And we're paying attention. Okay, so lastly, I have the advice card. And your advice is boundaries. Guys, please be enforcing boundaries. Please learn to say no. Please just enforce your boundaries. It says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Is this at work? Is this with your boss? Is this with your friends? Is this with your co-workers? Is it with your partner? Is it with your family? Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Enforce those boundaries when you find out where they need to be established. Okay, guys, I hope you liked your reading. This was for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do not forget to subscribe and watch this next video. And bye.